Hello and welcome back to our channels. My name is Angie.
And I'm Rick.
And we just thought that we would do a video today, sort of like a prequel to kind of introduce ourselves officially and tell you a little bit about our journey and what our plans are for the future. So if you're following us, first of all, we appreciate it. If this is your first time to see us, please click the subscribe, all notifications, like, and please, by all means, comment on any questions that you might have. So, I think Rick and I met in 2011, September 2011, so it's been quite some time. And when we met, we became extremely like-minded. We knew that right from the beginning. So we were very like-minded in the aspect of some of the dreams that we wanted to do in the future. We wanted to become debt-free. We wanted to travel.
Yeah, we were minimalists, and we didn't even really know it, but
yeah, we didn't.
But we did have that thing in common.
Yes. And so at the time, there was a 2,100 square foot home that was kind of in the way of the minimalism. All of my kids had grown up. We are a blended family, and his two children were not grown up yet, but we did still have them every other weekend and summers. In this case, I decided to sell that house, and we did. We sold it quickly, and we moved on to 1,080 square foot apartments. We did that because I managed apartment communities for 28 long years, and if that's not stressful, I don't know what is. As soon as we got into our first abode together, we had a little mishap. We had a little illness called cancer that entered into my life and then of course into his life. And that was only about a year after we met. So it was in October 2012. It was luckily in the first stages, so I kicked its butt really quick and got right on out there. So after that happened, what took us about 2 or 3 years, I think we got married in 2014. And we got married on a beautiful beach in Pensacola, and we jumped into the water with our wedding clothes on, and it was very intimate, and it was just us two. Then after that, we went to downsize again.
Yeah.
We went to, I think it was 682 square foot. It was a 1-bedroom, so we went from a 2 to a 2, and then to a 1-bedroom. So we ended up with 685 square foot. But you know what? That didn't seem to be enough for us. We just decided that we wanted something smaller. And then that's when I decided I wanted to leave my career after 28 years, and we moved to a little beautiful city called Grapevine, Texas. And I think that apartment with the garage and everything was like a little over 700 square foot. So we went up a little bit. But then we decided, after completely getting out of debt, I went to school at the Dave Ramsey Institute or whatever they call it, and I learned how to be a financial advisor on my own. We put a plan together. We decided that we wanted to be completely debt-free and start saving for an early retirement. How did that go, babe? So
it went good. We understood Dave Ramsey's principles. We didn't stick to it 100%. I would say we were kind of a Dave-ish, but we understood his principles, and but yeah, we liked it. We followed it for the most part, and it got us to where we are at today, out of debt.
So then, Mr. Yannock, he came to me one day and he decided that we were going to do a points system. And this would be for hotels and planes and traveling. And I thought, you're crazy. I have no idea what you're talking about. But he studied it, and he studied it hard. And he became a little bit of a guru when it came to this point system. Right, babe?
Yeah, so it was in 2012. And I basically went up there and told Angie, it's like, hey, we need to get all these credit cards and get all these points so we can go travel. And she looked at me as like, are you crazy?
We just got out of debt. We just saved our future emergency fund and everything. Why would we want to get credit cards?
But we knew that we were disciplined enough to stay out of debt, pay off your credit cards every month in full.
Absolutely.
But during this, you're able to earn all these points and miles and able to see some pretty neat places. So that was our goal. And we all kind of started that journey with the Southwest Pass, which is buy one, get one free for Southwest.
Companion pass.
Companion pass,
Yeah.
unlimited amount of times.
Yeah.
So that kind of started our whole miles of points journey back in 2013 is when we first got the pass. And we've been collecting credit cards and points ever since.
And to be honest with you, I'm so sorry that I thought he was crazy, because it's been a roller coaster ride where we've been able to take our kids and take our grandkids on different little adventures here and there. But we did try a cruise when we got married. We went on our honeymoon and took a first time cruise for both of us, and we became hooked. And we enjoyed it. And so we started going every year on our anniversary pretty much, until what happened? We don't say that word.
Well,
2021, y'all know what happened, and they shut those down. So we missed a couple of years there because of that, but we also had another illness that came about that came back to me again in stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. Now, we don't say that for sympathy, because I'm kicking its butt again. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I was diagnosed in February 1st of 2021. I think that's exactly right. And I had some back pain, and so I went into the doctor thinking I was just going through some arthritis or something, and no, it had come back in my spine. But I have been taking medication, treatment, and all of those different things all along, and I'm doing very well. I have my moments where I'm sleepy and tired and things happen, but nothing that's gonna stop us from the journey that we're about to take. And we want to show people that these journeys can be taken even through a time of trial and tribulation. We know that God is going to take care of us, and He has definitely done that.
yeah.
He's definitely
So,
done
this journey, there's been a lot of speed bumps, a lot of what ifs, but we take each one at a time, head on, and conquer it. And it has made me realize that just because you're diagnosed with this illness, especially a stage 4 cancer, it is not the end of the world. It's you can still live life, and we're here to show that.
Yeah. And then before that was diagnosed, we did downsize one more time. 399 square foot. That is correct. We said 399 square foot. It is what type of home?
It's a, let's drew a blank. But we're in a tiny home community, so
Yes.
all the homes, there's about 50 tiny homes, all the same size, 399 square foot, and
Park model home.
Park
That's
model
what
home.
it is. It's on wheels, so it's considered an RV, but it is actually a beautiful home. And we'll post a link to the video of our home in our little comments at our little section at the bottom in the description, because it is really cute.
So we've been living there for about
6 years.
6 years now. We're still there to this day.
Yeah.
I wish we would have done it sooner.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's really downsizing, and it's just between it's just Angie and I and our cat, and but we've even had, as our children and grandchildren have grown up through the years, we have a loft in the house, and can't stand up in it, but the kids are actually even able to spend the night there with us at times.
Now it's my YouTube studio, so it's always where I'm doing the editing and stuff like that. So we took the bedroom parts out, and we have a bedroom downstairs. So you'll see the tour of that, but we just wanted to say these are the steps that we took to get to where we are now. So what we did is we used those points wisely, and then we used our money wisely. We saved and saved and saved.
Invested.
Yeah. And we drive around 2010 Toyota Priuses.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's called Pre-I since there's 2. But anyway, we bought these cars, $5,000 cash cars. We're still driving them to this day. We're driving them until the wheels fall off. They both have
until we retire.
they both have about 250,000 miles on them.
Yeah.
Put very little into it, except one. We had to put a used engine in it.
Yeah.
But we definitely got our money's worth. I can't say enough about the Toyota products. So
We figured we would put our money away and invest it instead of worrying about some fancy cars. So, and we only have about 6 or 7 more months and we're done with those cars because we are going on our next adventure.
Yeah, so the big step is retirement. That's always a big question. When do you plan on retiring? Do you have enough money to last the rest of your life? And that's always been, and I'm very, very conservative, so it's always been a really big struggle. I guess probably for me more so than Angie.
I'm a risk taker.
But I think we can do it. I think January of next year will probably be my exit point from work and on to the new chapter of retirement and traveling and enjoying each other to the fullest.
And how old are you, babe?
56.
And how old am I?
56.
I'm older though. I like them young, But yeah, we're both 56. I'll probably be 57. You'll be 56 by the time we retire because my birthday's coming up at the end of the year.
We're still trying to figure out the whole retirement thing. We do want to do quite a bit of traveling on cruises, probably mostly cruises. And then we would like to eventually get over to Southeast Asia to where our dollar can last a little further. And we've been seeing so many videos on different people that we follow, and it's doable. And we're looking forward to it. We do got a couple of obstacles and a couple of challenges that we're trying to figure out with the whole the doctor visits and that.
Yes, and we'll share that with you once we figure it all out. Because we once again want you to know that you don't have to stop living your dream because of an illness. We can make this work.
And we do have a pet. We have a cat. We're trying to figure
We've
that
had
out.
her for a long time.
Yeah, so we're trying to, there's a few things that we just got to figure out. But hopefully that's not going to deter us from our ultimate dreams of traveling as long as we can. And
we will be selling the home too. So the home will be sold before we leave as well. Sadly, we thought we'd never think of this. Now, I'm going to share, babe, how we got on this adventure of YouTube as well as cruising and traveling abroad. I think they call it a slow traveler or expat travelers. Rick came to me one day again with some crazy wild story, and I thought he was crazy, but I really do have to say he's always right. You want me to say that again?
no, that's fine.
Okay.
You can repeat it if you like.
But basically, he was watching a couple called Grounded Life Travel with Rob and Allie. They have about 6 or 7 different channels. I'll put a couple of links in the description as well. And they had a wonderful story, and we became sucked in by what they were doing. Traveling abroad, traveling on cruises, traveling on trains, and building YouTube channels. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Rick.
so that was a life I wanted. They're slow traveling full time, and they took a risk whenever they did it, and they have been successful. And as we watched other people doing the same thing, and it just got to the point it's like we can do it too.
We can.
We can do it too. So yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be doing this today. I'm sure I would still be working until 62, 65. But life is too short, and they made us realize that with the amount of money and investments, and maybe in a YouTube to supplement it, it's possible to do this.
Yeah, and so we have, all of us have different reasons for why we do things. We also have different circumstances. Ours is a little different. You know, we're a little older, and we do have a few obstacles that we're working through, but we will share them as we're working through them. We wanted to let y'all know though, we also started getting really intrigued with cruising, and that was based on a lady we follow named Linnell, and she has a YouTube channel called Poverty to Paradise. Now, she doesn't only cruise, but that is her main source, and we love watching her too. And so we've grown to where we think we're gonna do some cruising too. So, of course, the obstacle is our kitty cat, so we'll have to figure that one out. But another thing I wanted to mention is this is how we got started on the YouTube adventure to hopefully supplement our income in the future along with what we've saved over these long few years.
Yeah, and you know what? Even the more we thought about it, even if we don't monetize it, and it is just a good way of seeing us throughout the years as we, you know, go back and look at these videos that we've taken, and you know, it's a photo book that's on video that we can go back years and years and just kind of see where we were, you know, at that time.
You know, we just told our kids and family about it. We kept it a secret all this time. And we did that because we wanted to make sure it was something we really wanted to do, and we didn't want anybody, not that they wouldn't want us to succeed, absolutely, but we just didn't want anybody to give us any negative input. We did take a YouTube course by Rob and Ellie, the group that we told you about, and we joined a great community. This is a community of very like-minded people. It's a beautiful thing. We talk as if we've known each other for years. We help each other. We give advice. We get advice. And it is just a lovely community that I am so happy to be part of. And it came with our YouTube course. And like I said, I'll put their link in the bottom. We just want to share it with you because it was simple enough to where anybody, whether you're young, it's actually called YouTube over 40, I think. But honestly, if you're young, older, and this is something you want to do to supplement income in the future or just for fun, they are definitely putting out good information, and the price is very, very reasonable. They also put out another whole genre for people that are doing what we're doing, about to retire and want to know all the ins and outs of slow travel to other countries, abroad, Asia, all kinds of different places. So it's not just one specific place, but just the tools that they give us are going to be tools that will be needed in the future. So we're about to go on that course so we can learn the next steps for the closure of this chapter of our life to move on to the next chapter.
Yeah, it's you know, the time is getting near, and you know, I'm a little scared, a little nervous, but I know it's the right thing to do. It's time, and we'll figure it out. You know, when we started doing this, Angie nor I, neither one of us knew how to edit videos, how to take videos. We didn't understand all the techie stuff, and I tell you what. It's a work in progress. It's we're constantly learning new things, and you know what? That's good. It challenges our mind. We're trying to figure things out. So little steps, little goals, and you know, small achievements. But you know what? We're getting there. We're getting better. We're seeing our mistakes, and like I said, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go back to some of our first videos. Oh my gosh, sometimes you could hear us. Sometimes the wind was blowing all of our hair everywhere. Well, not yours, babe, but anyway, blowing our hair everywhere. But we were having fun doing it. But man, we have had some bickers, and they weren't over having a good time. They were over editing.
Yeah, editing. You know, we got way more bloopers than we do actually live footage here. But
we need to make a video on bloopers.
but like I said, you know, like I said, we're over 50. We're still learning. We're trying to figure it all out.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're enjoying the ride as we're going to the next phase in this life of ours. And I couldn't imagine doing it with anybody but you, babe.
That's right. That's right.
And I appreciate that he's taken such good care of me since I've gotten sick again. But he's taken such good care of me, and he's allowed me to relax and not work so hard. I just enjoy the fact that he's taken over and taken care of us, and we're still going to get to have that journey. So if y'all have any questions, please let us know by commenting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hopefully the content that we're giving you is of value. We're learning each time to give more value, to understand what you're looking for, and we enjoy that.
Absolutely.
Because we've gotten that from others.
Absolutely. If you can just learn one thing from us, I mean, we're happy. We're just happy that you know, you got something out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't forget, I'm not sure whichever channel that you're watching this on, but we do have the 2 channels. You usually will see that at the block at the bottom, which is Travel with Rick and Angie and Seniors at Sea. They're 2 different channels, but same people. So once again, we really appreciate our followers, and we're growing slowly but surely. And any helpful tips, like anybody want an old cat? No. We don't know what we're gonna do because we love her so much, and every time we're away from her, we can literally feel her climbing on the bed, and she's not there. So we love her, and we're not exactly sure what we're gonna do, but she's what, about 14, 15 years old? And she don't show any signs of slowing down.
No.
So we just don't know. We may have to go slow travel in Asia first before we do the cruising, but we'll figure it all out. But anyway, thank y'all for joining us, and we wanted to share a little bit about who we were and what we're all about. Any questions, feel free to ask once again, and y'all enjoy your travels too. We want the best for anybody and everybody, and we hope that the tips that we give you can lead you in the right direction as well.
Absolutely.
Until we meet again,
Bye.
bye.